Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. I want to say thank you so much for coming in. Happy Friday. Joyous Friday. Excuse me. How dare I do that? But welcome to the live stream. And how's everybody doing? How is everybody's energy happening today? Let me know because we got some stuff to talk about. Today's topic is how procrastination impacts you as an empath. Okay, how does procrastination impact you as an empath? And this is something very, very interesting. I think it's going to be interesting. So, if you are an empath, if you have a business, if you are a mom, if you're a dad, if you're a grandpa, a grandma, if you're in high school, if you are in college, it doesn't really matter, to be quite honest, because you have a spiritual gift. You have a spiritual gift. And I am streaming to all my platforms right now. So let me know where you're listening from. Let me know where you are listening from. I got somebody on Instagram saying she's from California. If like I have people on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, and I am also on Facebook. So hey, April on YouTube. Hello. Now, I don't know if you guys heard this yet, but there is something. There's a story that I think you guys might need to know, and it's about it's this mom. She's 32 years old. She's 32 years old, I think, and she, Jesus, what didn't she do? Well, what ended up happening is she had, excuse me, because it really gets me. Okay, she's 34. Okay, thank you, Ashley. Um, she's a mom, and she had children, and I'm guessing she was a single mom. I don't know her story, why she's a single mom, but it's an African American lady, and she ended up putting all of her children in the house that she purchased or rented out. Oh, she rented it out the house, and she left her children. I think it's three kids there, alone for years. Left her children there alone for years. And what ended up happening was the kids had no adult interaction except for, I guess, somebody was ordering food to be sent there. The food was sent there, and they, like, just photos of the house. It's just diabolical, man. Diabolical. I should post them for you. I should have brought them up here for you guys, but there's a lot of buzz going around about these, like, parents, because last week, children froze to death when the father, an African American dude, could have just picked his kids up and brought him into the house. And now I'm hearing about this. Like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because parenting, even if you're not ready, if you know, like, you know you're not ready, what you need to end up doing is just give the kids up for adoption. I was adopted. Okay, adoption is not the best option if family's not willing to be there, but She left these kids alone in the house, and they stayed alone in the house for years. Seriously. So there's photos of the house. It's like pillows everywhere. It looks like feces everywhere. And their toenails are overgrown. They had to go to the hospital. They didn't know how to flush their toilets. The walls were white once, but they're just gross. It looks like a hoarder's house. But the kids, they didn't go to school, right? It's a bad month for parents. And it's a bad month for black parents. Because, of course, there are bad parents everywhere. But the narrative that's being spoken is that black parents aren't good parents. It's horrible. It's horrible. Okay? So, I understand we all have bad childhoods. You know, for real. We all have a bad childhood. Every last one of us. But what I don't want anyone here to continue to do is to use your childhood against you. Meaning, stop with the self-pity. Because, to be honest, right? To be honest, self-pity, and anyone joining, okay, remember, today's topic is about empaths and procrastination, how procrastination impacts empaths, and I'm going to get to the topic very soon. But self-pity is a spiritual warfare tool. It's a weapon. It's a tool that demons use for you to reflect on yourself, to then manifest yourself. But let's get deeper, okay? What is really self-pity? Self-pity is when it's worship. It's demonic worship. And you don't even know it. Oh, my life is just so bad. My life is just this. My life is just that. In reality, you're telling the devil that his tormenting is working. Like you're giving him a thumbs up, saying, "Good job, devil," or demons. You're doing a great job. So the self-pity, don't speak it. Okay, stop saying my life is so bad and I didn't have a leg up, and this and that. Stop that. Trust me, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. Okay? A huge disservice. Now we're going to talk about the topic. After I get some water. All right. So, procrastination is not just laziness. This is true. Okay? Procrastination is not just you being lazy. Okay? It's a spiritual attack. It's spiritual warfare. And what is a spiritual attack? What is spiritual warfare? How do you know the word if you don't know the word? Okay, for real. Now, the word spirit, it means breath. Everybody listening, put breath in the comments. Breath. Put the word breath in the comments. Okay? The word spirit, it means breath. It doesn't mean anything else. It doesn't mean Casper the Friendly Ghost. It doesn't mean crystal worshipers. It doesn't mean zodiac signs. It doesn't mean, hugging a tree. It doesn't mean worshiping nature or the universe. It just means breath. Spirit, it means breath. And spirituality, it means the art of breathing. The art of breathing. So your pattern of breath, okay, how you breathe, it dictates your emotions. It dictates your energy and your body. Okay? And everybody who is, like, all my students know this already. A lot of people who aren't my students don't know this. But if you're listening to this, now you do. Now you don't have an excuse, okay? And I want you to know the application of knowledge is wisdom. Okay? The application of knowledge is wisdom. If you know that spirituality is the art of breathing and you don't change your pattern of breath, congratulations, you're not wise. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Oh, well, it doesn't feel. Well, ask yourself what demon is telling you that. What demon deep down is telling you it doesn't feel good, so I'm not going to do it? Okay, and we're going to get to that because demons oftentimes make you procrastinate. They influence you into making you act in procrastination. Have you ever felt drained thinking about what you need to do? Just the thought of, oh, I need to clean up. And all of a sudden you get depleted. Okay. It happens often. It happens with a lot of things, not just cleaning. If you have to cook dinner for your kids, if you have to go into a meeting that will, like your marketing meeting, if you have to, go to the gym, if you hate going to the gym, just the thought of it can drain you. Okay? This is something very, very interesting. Okay? So let me backtrack. So spirit means breath. Spirituality is the art of breathing. Okay? Empathy. Okay? Empathy. The word empathy. It means spiritual perception of suffering. An empath is the person who has the spiritual gift of empathy. Okay? So spiritual perception of suffering. The people who can connect to people without even like being in the same room. Like, you are the spiritual sponge. This is what I always say. You are the spiritual sponge. And there's a reason why you experience this thing called overwhelm. There's a reason why you get overwhelmed. Okay? Number one, it's because you don't have a barrier between you and the energy. There's no verification there. You're not verifying why this anger is here. Is this anger coming from you? Or is this anger coming from, your neighbor that was just venting to you? Or is it coming from your kids that are getting bullied at school? Or is it coming from your disgruntled employee at work that just sent you an email? Like, where is this anger coming from? Because oftentimes you as empaths who are overwhelmed, you don't have a barrier. Okay, there's nothing in between you. But that actually is the nature of empaths. There's really, not really. There's not supposed to be a barrier, and that's the truth. You're supposed to be able to redirect it, and I'm going to get to that later in this. Okay, so if you feel drained just by a simple thought, what do I need to do? Oh, I need to talk to my ex-husband. Oh, I need to talk to my ex-wife. Oh, I need to clean. I need to set this meeting. I need to cook. I need to get in the shower. This can cause you to be drained, and it's for a reason. Procrastination, it affects empaths differently. Okay, and especially if you're a business owner, especially if you're a leader, especially if you're a mom. Okay, it affects you guys differently, very differently. Okay, so there are 3 ways that demons, different demons that I'm going to explain to you right now. Okay. These demons, they use 3 types of fear in order to make you procrastinate. Remember, procrastination is spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual attack. Okay? Whether you just want to be comfortable and just relax and not do anything, or if you know you have to do something and you get afraid. Okay? But there are three things that demons use against you. And here we go. Number one, we're going to talk about the demon of Belphegor. Belphegor, the demon of sloth. And let me stop here, because I've been getting a lot of comments since I've been exposing this. Just because you learn about something does not mean you are worshiping that. It also does not mean you are going to become that. It does not mean that you are somehow going to, like, this is demonic activity. No, for my children perish for a lack of knowledge. Meaning, it doesn't matter if I have poison or water in this cup. It doesn't matter. Whatever is in this cup right here, because I just took a sip, the design of the liquid will affect my body accordingly. Now, it could be poison, it could be water. Actually, it's coffee. Okay, it's coffee. So it's going to impact or affect my body accordingly. So people, please don't let fear impact you or deter you from at least learning about the other side of the aisle. Okay, you should learn about God. You should love God. You should learn about the angels. Like, for example, there's an angel called virtue. You didn't know that, but there's an angel called virtue. There's also an angel called cerebellum. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, and all these different angels, right? There's an archangel, and all these different angels have purpose because they are designed. Okay, next week we're going to talk about purpose next week. But if there are angels, then there are demons as well. Okay, knowing what the demons do, how they operate, will give you discernment on what is happening in your life. Okay, because these demons, they're tricky and they will creep in any way they can, and quite often they'll creep in through your loved ones, through your husband, your wife, your daughter, your son, your aunt, your uncle, your best friend, your teacher, your dogs. Like, these demons will try to get at you. If they can't get you personally, directly, they'll work through other people. Can I get a witness? Okay? Somebody in the comment section, can I get a witness? Huh? Okay. So, we are going to talk about the first demon. Okay, the first demon, Belphegor, the demon of sloth, one of the 7 deadly sins. Okay, one of the 7 deadly sins. Instagram, I see you. I'm going to take questions afterwards, okay? I promise, so hold that. Or put your questions down and I'll scroll back, okay? So Belphegor is a ruler of one of the 7 deadly sins, and he makes you feel like taking action is too much effort. Any action that the action that is required to be in purpose, on purpose, and purpose meaning God's design being played out. Okay, God's design being played out, being expressed, being communicated. So a bird is designed to fly. When a bird flies, that's purpose. When purpose is observed, that is called success. Okay, success. All right, success and winning are 2 different things. Okay, I did not say winning. Success is when you are observing purpose properly being displayed. Okay, now next, like when you think, or when sloth is working through you, because sloth works through me as well. like just because I teach about this stuff and just because I tell you and teach you and guide you and mentor you on how to navigate through this stuff doesn't mean I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. Once these demons know the point of entry to get to you, to possess you, they will travel down that road every time that they can. If you block that road, it will just go to a different road on the same mountain to get to the top. Okay. And I hope this is making sense. Okay. Now, sloth is anti-effort. Anti-effort. Okay. Sloth is anti-effort. Anti-effort. I can't be more direct there. It's anti-effort. So people even thinking, okay, thinking sometimes can be too much effort. And for example, it happens so quickly. So when you are like, because as if you know anything about me, you know I'm big on definitions. I'm big on definition in words because words are spells. Words in the beginning was the word. Before any action, before any productivity, before anything can be destroyed, a word or a series of words has to be present. So when God put that in the Bible, in the beginning was the word, it did not mean, okay, oh no, what it meant, like that's principle, okay, that's like a law. Anything that you do, a word must come first. So because you're sitting here listening to me, guess what? My words are hypnotizing you. That's just the truth. It's contact, like eye contact, audio contact, physical contact. I don't know what tasting contact is, but like whenever you eat something, like all this contact, it affects your real life. Your real life. You drink water, your body's gonna change. Okay, you hear something, your body's gonna change. Your world's gonna change. Somebody slaps you, your body's gonna change. Your mind's gonna you're gonna change. Okay. So thinking, oftentimes is too much effort. And when I say stuff like you need to, no, that's not what this means. This is what it means. And then you'll say, and let me know if you said this phrase ever. When when there's a misunderstanding of a sentence or a concept, let me know if you've said this ever. What's the phrase? Oh, okay. The phrase. You know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. Stop playing with words. Okay? It's like, you know what I mean after I hear this often. Okay? Because how do you know the word if you don't know the word? Like, for real. How do you know the word if you don't know the word? Okay? So, you not knowing the word, casting out these spells, you could be cursing people without even knowing it. Okay? So, this is why I'm so big on words. Okay? So Belphegor, the demon of sloth, makes you feel like taking action is too overwhelming and too much. It's just too much. Convinces you that if you take more responsibility, you'll be stuck in stress, with more stress. So The fear of responsibility. Belphegor, the demon of sloth. The demon of sloth, Belphegor, makes you procrastinate as an empath with putting the image in your mind of the fear of responsibility. And this particularly with business owners or adults who want to become parents, okay, or parents who want more kids, or if you want to adopt, okay, this is this is definitely for you. Okay, if you want to grow your business, if you want to start business, if you want to hire employees, if you want to, anything that requires responsibility, meaning you are like your decisions impact the lives and the families of people that are underneath you. That's what business owners have to bear the weight of. If you make a wrong decision, families go hungry. Okay? If you make the wrong decision, your kids won't get those new shoes. Your kids, or if you want to adopt a kid, can you afford everything? The fear of responsibility. Okay? Procrastination is not just avoiding things. It's there's a reason why you avoid things. Can I handle this? The fear of responsibility and the demon of sloth tricks you in your mind, not your brain. Your mind, not your brain, tricks you into thinking that you just are not ready. Like you aren't enough. Okay? And this is the demon of sloth tormenting you. And I know the demon of sloth, Belphegor, is about laziness, like just doing nothing, relaxing. But in reality, okay, it's the demon that's most at work. This demon is the most at work because the more you start acting on God's seed in your mind, the more that you start taking action on the ideas that God has given you. Okay? Like that's how God's kingdom grows. And how dare you do that, says the devil. The devil doesn't want you to do that. So the devil recruits the demon of sloth in order to get you to not move. Stay still, stay stuck. You can't handle more responsibility. You don't open that nonprofit. How dare you? Don't think about adopting another kid. Don't think about having another kid. Don't think about hiring employees. That's the demon of sloth. It's Belphegor. Okay? Can I get a witness in this place, please? Can I get somebody as a witness, please? Ugh. Now, you keep avoiding important tasks because you don't want to feel burdened. Okay? It's that energy of feeling burdened. Okay? Like, it's just not enough. Do you know God has given you everything? All of these training events. I call these training events, you call them failures at life. I call them training events. Why? If you want to be rich, you have to learn how to handle the money. If you want to be a queen or a king, you have to learn how to handle your thing. You've got to learn how to. The word how to. These are training events. Training events. So you want to open a business, but you can't even handle your nasty child. Huh? So you want to grow business. You want to grow business, but you don't even understand what it means to have patience. You have no courage. And courage is the hardest thing to learn. Why? Because it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Courage is danger. You are dancing inside of danger. That's courage. Courage, faith. Courage, faith. Courage is faith. Courage is faith. You need to have courage to have faith. You need faith to have courage. Eat it up. Eat it up. Okay? So, don't think I'm not ready yet. Okay? Do not think that you are not ready yet. Don't think that you have to, that you're simply not ready yet. Okay? If you have the seed, start. If you have the seed, start. You'll figure it out along the way. It does not need to be perfect. I mean, just look at the biggest companies in the world. Like, for real. Apple, Android, they're constantly improving. Why are they constantly improving? Because they are not perfect. They are figuring it out along the way. They are figuring it out along the way. If the best companies, the best parents, the best of the best of the best of anything are making improvements, then that means they are still figuring it out along the way. All you got to do is start. All you got to do is start. But guess what? Those demons hate when you start. They hate when you want to, build God's kingdom. They hate it. So they say, sit back, relax. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's too much for you. Okay, next. The fear of failure. The demon of called Astaroth. Okay, this demon is of hesitation and deception. Okay, let me get a drink of water. Excuse me. So Astaroth is another demon. It's a lower level demon. Excuse me. It is not a high level like one of the 7 deadly sins, but it is a demon, and this demon is it fills your mind with doubt and confusion, making small decisions feel impossible. Oh, man, this is going to be crazy. So, what are you going to eat for dinner? Now, I want you to put that in the comment section without thinking. What are you going to eat for dinner? What are you going to eat for dinner? Comment section. Come on, guys. Put it down there. Eating out. Whatever my aunt cooks. Okay. So, I'm sure your aunt doesn't know yet. And I'm sure going to eat out is not really planned. So, this is confusion. Okay? If you could not rattle it off, then that means you're existing in the gray area. Okay? And more so, let me give you a better example. Who is, or what is a better artist? Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston? Okay, Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston? Both amazing people. Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston? Okay. Maybe I'm done with these examples. You guys are going off the train. A lot of Whitney's happening here. All right, whatever. So, I think Whitney Houston as well, actually. But they're both amazing. Somebody said Mariah Carey. They're both amazing. Okay, so confuse. The word confuse means to mix and mingle values or ideas, making them indistinguishable. To mix and mingle values or ideas, making them indistinguishable. And there are 3 levels of confusion, and I'm not going to get too deep into that, but the highest level of confusion is apathy. This is a spiritual thing. Apathy. It means you can't feel. Apathy means passionless existence. Okay? Passionless existence. So, highest level of confusion, very hard to leave. It's a process. It's a process. Highest level, highest effort required to leave. But when you are confused, you don't know you're confused. You just don't see the color blue. That's it. You don't see the color red. You can't feel anymore. It's like you can't see, you can't hear. It's just not there. The toggle switch on the wall, it doesn't exist. That's called apathy. It's confusion. And the only way you can get out of confusion is by an outside force. You have to be, somebody has to tell you, hey, Kyle, you actually have a blue shirt on. You have a blue shirt on, not a red shirt. And I'm telling you, no, this is a red shirt. I'm telling you right now, this is a red shirt. This shirt is red. Okay? That's confusion. But then I can only know that I'm confused by you telling me, Kyle, why do you keep saying that shirt is red? It's blue. Okay? So apathy, the step below that is called misunderstanding. Okay? And the lowest level of confusion is called ignorance. Okay? Ignorance. So ignorance, misunderstanding, and apathy. And I go through all of that in my coaching. Okay? My coaching and my online course. Actually, that online course is not published yet. I'm still fine-tuning it. But if you want to purchase the lesson on confusion, I'm more than willing to give that to you. Okay? More than willing to let you learn that. And maybe you can become an erudite. But when you are unsure, okay, whenever you think I'm unsure about something, that's confusion. Simply is. Okay? If I ask you, what is a Fortune 500 company? And you're like, I don't know. Congratulations. You are on the lowest level of confusion. It's confusion. If you don't know something, that's called confusion. You're on the lowest level. You're in the level called ignorance. You just don't know. And it's easy to get out. Just Google search, open a book. You've got to put in work. So Astaroth, excuse me, let me link this back in. Astaroth, the demon of hesitation and deception, fills your mind with doubt and confusion. So when you are making small decisions impossible, so that's those small decisions, decide. Many people can't decide. Many people cannot decide because they are confused. How are you going to make a decision on dinner when you are unsure? When you are in the lowest level of confusion? Okay? How can you use your empath gift if you are on the highest level of confusion? If you are apathetic? How can you use this cell phone if you think this cell phone is a butter knife. All right? It's just that simple. Okay? And somebody on Instagram just said, I rebuke it in Jesus' name. And a lot of people have been taught that. Just speak it. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. You need action behind that. Action. Action. Okay, action. So, that's confusion. And what's doubt? Okay, doubt. Remember, Astaroth fills your mind with doubt and confusion. Doubt is when God puts a seed in your head. A seed in the form of an idea. You have an idea. Idea is God's concept. Okay? An idea is God's concept. So an idea is not thought. It's not thinking. It's not a thought. We can't create ideas. I know these teachers haven't taught you this. Your therapists have not taught you this. Your therapists are trash anyway. I'll let you know that now. I'll let you know that now. Your therapists are trash. They don't do you service, man. Yes, I'll get to your questions afterwards, guys, okay? So, doubt is when you get an idea. Let's say you're in the shower, you're meditating, you're doing your thing, rub-a-dub-dub, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I need to start posting more on TikTok. I need to start posting more on YouTube. I need to start writing my book. I need to start watching the sun. I need to start talking to people more. That's an idea. That's God talking to you. Ideas are intuition. Okay? Ideas are intuition. And intuition is spiritual perception. Okay? Intuition, it means spiritual perception. So, when you are doubting, you are saying that God's plan is not going to work. You cannot have faith and also doubt in the same person. Faith and doubt cannot exist. Okay, that's exactly what doubt is. When you are going to the bar to get drunk, do you ever have doubt about going to the bar or getting drunk? No. That's not doubt. That's not doubt. In fact, even if you don't have enough money, you start searching for money. That's called faith. It's weird. It's weird how this all is like very technical, kind of. It's complex. It's layered. So, when you have doubt, this is God's seed. You are rejecting God's seed. You are rejecting God. More so, and especially right after doubt. Right after you doubt that you can do something, you start to worry. Have you ever seen that? Immediately after you doubt God's thing, you worry. It's like that's exactly how it happens. And then you become anxious. Oops, am I calling somebody out? I don't mean to call somebody out. I don't mean that. But when you doubt that you can start the business, you then begin to worry. So doubting is intuition. It's demonic intuition. Okay? And doubt is you being distracted. Okay? Astaroth distracts you. with doubt. Okay, he fills your mind with doubt and confusion. Okay, and this is how you become a procrastinating empath. Okay, so doubt is Astaroth like banging drums or waving, hey, look over here in your mind. Look over here, pay attention to me. So he's distracting you. He's distracting you from God's plan for you, purpose. The success of your life can only be achieved with purpose being executed. So, as soon as Astaroth says, get your attention, hey, look over here, right? You look away from God's plan, that's called doubt, and now you are focused on the devil's plan, okay? And now you are focused on the devil's plan. Worry is the outcome of that. When you focus on the devil's plan, you experience something in spirit. It's called worry. Worry is not an emotion. Worry is intuition. Worry is intuition, and worry always follows doubt. Worry always follows doubt. Okay? Worry is the opposite of hope. Worry is the opposite of hope. You cannot worry and have hope in the same body, in the same place. Can the light and the dark exist in the same room? No. Either the light's on or the light's off. So, with that being said, Astaroth does both of those things. Fills your mind with doubt and confusion, making small decisions impossible or feel impossible. Astaroth convinces you that you are not smart enough, skilled enough, or prepared enough. This demon of deception, deceiving, distraction. Okay, he keeps you in endless research and preparation. Okay, you need to always prepare forever. This is what Astaroth makes you do, this demon. Okay, and what's the result? You hesitate and delay forever because you're afraid to make the wrong move. You think you need to be perfect. You know what bravery is? Bravery. It's when you face fear. It's when you can look fear in the face and keep moving. It doesn't mean that you dominate fear or erase fear. Fear will always be here. Actually, I'm afraid now. Every time I get on a live stream, every time I make a post on TikTok, I experience fear. Guess what? I'm brave. Am I perfect? No. Why? Because you can fake being brave. Just fake it. You can fake being brave. It doesn't need to be perfect. It does not need to be perfect. So, if you are ever afraid of starting something, doing research, or if you're a parent that wants to adopt a child, go to the adoption agency in person. Be brave. If you are a business owner that wants to hire your first employee, figure it out along the way. Be brave. If it's time to actually have a marketing plan, be brave. If you, as an empath, are afraid, be brave. Just be brave. Fake it. You can fake being brave. I can't say this enough. Okay, next demon. Leviathan. I need coffee this time. The demon of envy and pride. The demon of envy and pride. He's a ruler of the 7 deadly sins. 2 of the 7 deadly sins. Leviathan. Snake in the grass. Okay? Now, are you proud of me? Proud and pride are the same thing, actually. When you say, I'm proud of you to your kid, to your child, to your husband or wife, if you're an employee, or if you have a business, excuse me, and you say, I'm proud of you, Kyle. You're knocking out these PowerPoints like nothing. Like you're such a good worker. You're cursing them. Okay, being proud, speaking it, it's curse. It's a curse. Proud and pride are the same thing. That's why they're spelled so similarly. Okay, now if you are full of joy for the accomplishments in that person, just say, man, what an accomplishment. This is amazing. That is not a curse. Okay, that is not a curse. This is amazing, Kyle. Look, these PowerPoints are great. God bless you. Okay? So, Leviathan, pride and envy. Okay? Now let's talk about envy real quick. Oh. I love y'all, but my back, it can't do that no more. I need to go to the gym after this too. Anyway, I think I need some food first. But envy is having ill will. Okay? Having ill will, hate, casting of hate. Okay? Envy and jealousy are almost always conflated. They're confused. But let me just talk about the process. Jealousy is when I don't want you to have money and I want your money. That's jealousy. I see that you have money. I don't want you to have money. And I'm going to work to take your money. That's jealousy. All right? What's this? Envy. Okay, envy. Envy is when you are just, when you see that, or when I see that you have money, and I just don't want you to have money. Okay, I see that you have something, and I just don't want you to have it. I don't want it. I just don't want you to have it. That's envy. Still very destructive. Okay? Envy and pride. Pride, the word pride, it means an unreasonable amount of self-esteem. Haughtiness. Okay? An unreasonable amount of self-esteem. Like, you're arrogant. You're arrogant. Pride. You're prideful. So, if you're proud of somebody, congratulations, you just threw Leviathan on your own child. Don't do that. Hush. Remember, intent, right? Intent is purpose. Okay? Intent outweighs, or excuse me, I said that wrong. Design outweighs intent. Okay? Design outweighs intent. So it doesn't matter how you feel about, well, you know what I meant. Do you not think curses are real? Do you not think that people can actually be cursed by you? Like, do you think witchcraft is not real? It is real. Okay? So design outweighs intent. So stop telling people that you're proud of them. You're throwing Leviathan, a demon, on people. It's the prayer of pride. Think of it like that. It's the prayer of pride. I am proud of you. Oh, what did you just say? Okay, but now you know. Okay, now you know. So self-pity, remember self-pity. I spoke about that a little bit earlier on in the live stream. But self-pity is a tool of spiritual warfare that Leviathan uses. Okay? Self-pity is the other side of the coin of envy. Okay? Luckily, I'm here to explain it, but Leviathan, or excuse me, not Leviathan, please forgive me. God has created all of everything with duality. So there's a heads and a tails to everything. If there's a problem, there's a solution. If there's a solution, there's a problem. Okay? If there's neither, then there's not anything. If I have a head, I have at least the bottom of a head. You know, I'm supposed to have feet. Some people don't have feet. If there's life, there's death, right? So all these things have opposites. That's called duality. So self-pity is on the opposite side of envy. So envy is spoken like this in reality. I don't want you to have that. Or, yeah, I just, like, Kyle has all these followers and I don't think he deserves it. Not that you want them. You wouldn't post anything, right? He has almost 900,000 followers. I just don't want him to have that. He doesn't deserve it. He does, whatever. That's envy. On the other side of that coin of Leviathan's envy is called self-pity. Why can't I have enough followers? I'm not good enough to have self-followers. I'm not good enough at social media. Woe is me. No one's ever going to look at my stuff. Oh, the algorithm is not good. The algorithm hates me. Like this self-pity stuff, that's also envy. Don't be mistaken. Don't be fooled. That's also the demon of envy. It's pride. You can't appreciate the provisions that God has given you. Envy. That's envy. You don't think God's provision are enough. Envy. The grass is greener on the other side. Envy. That's envy. It doesn't matter if you knew or don't know. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. It's still envy. It's a sin. Is God's provision not enough for you? Is God's provision not enough? If it's not, I don't have enough. Oh, white people are this, men are this, women are this, Republicans, Democrats are this. It's like envy. That's envy. But you understand? The demon's working through you and you didn't even know. The Bible says like a thief in the night, meaning the tricks aren't obvious. The tricks are not obvious. You don't know because you're blind by the disguise of these demons. And that's why I'm teaching you. That's why you're here today. Congratulations. Now, the application of knowledge is wisdom. If you don't apply this to your real life, your wisdom meter goes down. I don't care how you feel about yourself. It's just true. If you know that candy is good for you, relationship motivator, hey, welcome. If you know that candy is not good for you, but you still eat it, congratulations, your wisdom is now lower. It's just true. And I love candy. I love candy. All right. So with this knowledge, we're going to continue. Now, Leviathan uses the fear of judgment in order to make you procrastinate as an empath. Okay, the fear of being judged. Now, in all actuality, in reality, we all judge everything. And guys, just thank you for being here. God, I want to thank God for you guys listening here. I want to thank God for all the love that you guys are giving here. God, I want to thank every last one of you guys for being here right now. Okay? Without you, without the listeners of this, it would not be possible. Okay? And I do have a responsibility to be accurate here. And that's why I'm so thorough. So thank every last one of you for being here. Okay, very good. In reality, judgment is occurring on all levels. It's always occurring. Okay, it's always occurring. So when you are sitting down like I am, and you have to get up and walk across the room, guess what? Judgment. You have to judge distance. You have to judge if danger is here. Can you, how's gravity? How's the temperature? If you want to talk to a girl that you're crushing on, or a guy that you're crushing on, you got to judge some things. Are they married? Are they not married? Or this or that. Like for real. Okay, judgment. Kyle, he's a black man. He's African American. He has a beard. He has big lips. He has blue on. Like judgment is always occurring. Like you judge. It just is. But what happens is when you start to judge with your mouth out loud, that's called gossip. Boo, gossip. We don't like gossip. Gossip is a sin. And I think gossip is one reason why a lot of humans are going to go to hell. This is what I think. This is really what I think. Okay? Gossip. Don't gossip. Gossip is a sin. Gossip is when two or more people come together to supercharge a curse against somebody who's not even there. Oftentimes. Okay? You're cursing somebody with fuel added. Oh, did you see Kyle on live stream today? He looks so stupid. And then the other person is like, yeah, I seen him. I don't think. He should never go on live ever again. That's gossip. Now I have two people cursing me. In that example, that's a curse. Gossip is a curse. That's why it's a sin. Don't curse. Judging happens all the time. When, let's say you don't like people with beards, like men with beards. Let's just say it's not your thing. And internally, you get this feeling on the inside. Now, you can't control the feeling. Empaths, hello, you cannot control the feeling, but what you can do is control your actions. Speech is an action. You can control your action. Oh, I blacked out. Hush. You don't black out. Nobody blacks out. Stop that. Don't let the demons control you. They're even making excuses for you. Don't let the demons control you. You don't ever black out. It just feels good to say it. Okay? It just feels good to say it. Yes, speech is an action. It's an action. Why? Because there's processing time. It's not in the now. Whether you think of it or not, talking is not in the now. What is considered now? Talking is just a few moments in the past. Just a little bit in the past. You have to think a little bit, and even if it's a millisecond, it's in the past. Talking is action. So, don't gossip. So, anyway, Leviathan, in the fear of judgment, okay, judgment occurs. We just learned that. Leviathan makes you compare yourself to others. What if people think I'm not good enough? Here's that bravery part again, right? So I've written ebooks, or I have ebooks. I have calls, phone calls, and this is not my call to action. That's going to be at the end. You know, I have a lot of things that I've created. I coach people, I mentor people, I do all that stuff. Okay, I have online courses with me yapping, me guiding people. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm be honest with you. I don't know what I'm doing. I do the very best though. I do the very best I can, and that's why it's scary. I'm scared about all this because if you're listening, God trusts me with your soul right now. That's the weight of the teacher. Okay? So if you're listening, God trusts me with your soul. To me, that's why I'm afraid. That's why I get afraid. Because I don't want you to go to hell. I don't. If God didn't trust me with your soul, you wouldn't be here. It's true. It always gets me emotional when I think of it like that, but it's true. Anyway, your comparisons. Let's talk about that. Okay. What if people think that I'm not good enough? What if they do think you're good enough? Do you think I'm good enough? Okay. Well, you thinking that you're not good enough, it's shaping your entire world. Your imagination, right? These demons have access to your mind. These church folk have lied to us in the past, telling us that that the devil can't have access to our mind. I have no clue where that comes from. What is an intrusive thought? Let's say you're driving and you are braking. It's a stop sign. And you're watching the old lady walk by. Okay. She waves, she wants to be friendly. But in your mind, you are you're thinking about running her over. You're thinking about running her over. Okay? That is an intrusive thought. You would never do that. Why would you never do that? Why? Because most humans, not just your ex is probably included in this, but most humans are good. Okay? We're just dealing with demons. Most humans are good. We're just dealing with demons. And that's the truth. Okay? But the devil has access to your mind. That's why in that silly example, the person was thinking about hitting the old lady with the car. Why would you think that out of nowhere? Why would you think, like I should just throw this computer off the desk right now and see what happens? I could do it. What for? Where did that thought come from? Okay? So, what if people don't think you're good? Now, who's feeding you that? What demon is feeding you that? Leviathan. The demon of envy and pride. The sneaky snake. Leviathan. Envy. That's envy. It's the envy side of them. Okay? So, and I mean, this right here is exactly why I built the mini course for imagination. Literally. That's why I built the mini course for imagination. And it's linked in the bio for you guys on YouTube. Okay? But let's move on. Okay? Leviathan feeds your self-pity. He feeds it. Like, mwah, 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 mwah. He just feeds it to you. What if I put myself out there and nobody supports me? When's the last time you made a social media post? It's free space in the newspaper, and you're not posting anything. Free space on the internet, and you're not posting anything. You just got to talk. Oh, I don't know how to. Don't let demons tell you that you don't know how to. You'll figure it out on the way. In the comment section, say, I'll figure it out along the way. I'll figure it out along the way. Don't let these demons trick you into thinking that you don't know what you're doing, that it needs to be perfect. You need to be brave. Fake being brave. Now, Leviathan tricks you into seeing validation first instead of trusting your purpose. Okay? He tricks you into thinking that you need to be validated before even trusting God. Think about that. I need to be validated in what I'm doing before I have faith in God's path for me. Do you understand how backwards that is? Do you understand how utterly backwards that is? Thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for being here, guys. For real. Now, your validation, okay, to make valid. So, for somebody to tell you what you're doing is making an impact. You won't put something out. Do you know? I put my, I started coaching before I even had any online presence. Seriously. I've been doing this for about 10 years now. I've had before people started to tell me things, I just walked out on faith. These tricks that this demon of Leviathan, the enemy of the state, he tricks you into thinking you need validation first before you need faith. Isn't that crazy? But the thing is, it's in your mind, so it's reality. It's real to you. This is how life is to you. Like, you see blue, I see red. That type of thing. It's like that. It's serious. Okay? Like, people don't understand this stuff and how it really impacts your life, especially you as an empath. Because remember, empaths don't have a barrier. They don't have a barrier. They just receive things. You just receive information, energy, emotions. That's just true. It's true. Okay? So the result of Leviathan, you hide your gifts. You don't want to connect to somebody. Can I get a witness? Empaths. Okay? If you are an empath, let me know with 2 hearts in the comment section. Okay? If this demon makes you hide your gifts. And you hiding your gift as an empath on whatever level you're on. If you're a business owner, if you're a mom, if you're a dad, if you're a DJ, if you have a restaurant, if you're opening a business, if you want to adopt a child, if you want more children, if you want to get married, if you want to start a school, if you want to write your book, he makes you hide your gift. He tricks you into thinking, I'm not designed to be around people, because whenever I hug somebody, whenever I kiss somebody, whenever I talk to somebody, I have to go back into my room, into my car, and it's too much. It's too much for me. That's Leviathan here. Leviathan gets you here. It's a trick of the mind. But the thing is, you can't see differently. You just can't see differently. And this makes you procrastinate. This is how Leviathan tricks you with the fear of judgment to make you procrastinate. Very good. Now, how procrastination hurts you as an empath. Spiritual perception of suffering. Empathy. Spiritual perception of suffering. 1, he steals your time and energy. Okay? To steal, kill, and destroy. Okay? To steal, kill, and destroy. Meaning, if there's money in the bank, a bank robber will show up. If there is money in the bank robber will show up. And when the bank robber shows up, he's going to try to steal it any way possible. Okay? So if you have a gift, that's money in the spiritual bank. Demons will try to break into that bank and steal from you. They will try to kill you. They will try to destroy your path. To steal, kill, and destroy. But if there's nothing there, if there's no money in the bank, the devil's not coming. So if the devil's here, guess what? You can bet your bottom dollar that you are a chosen one, that you have some type of spiritual gift. So he steals your time and your energy. He steals your time. He feeds anxiety and self-doubt. And we spoke about doubt. This leads into overthinking. Okay, these 3 demons, Astaroth, Belphegor, and Leviathan, they get you into overthinking. Okay, they block your ability to manifest. And I'm not talking about crystal worshipers or zodiac signs. Okay, what I'm talking about is your ability to actually plan your life. To plan. You don't plan anything. Who here uses a calendar as much as I do? I use my calendar for everything. You don't plan anything. You have no goals. You have no objectives. All you have is dreams, aspirations. Goal, an endpoint of a race. That's what the word goal means. So you want to be rich. Rich is not a goal. That's a dream. There's no endpoint to that. What is rich to you? 5 million? 500 million? 50 million? Huh? What is rich to you? Put it in the comment section. If you want to be rich, put how much rich is to you. Per month, per year, per minute? Let me know. Okay. Also, these 3 demons, they block your purpose. They block God's seed from growing. They don't want God's kingdom flourishing. Okay? And it's okay. Hold on, let me back up. Okay? Because I said something that's going to trigger some people. Money is not evil. Money, it never was evil. God put gold in the Garden of Eden when everything was free. And God also said that the gold is good. Gold is the staple, is the representation of wealth all around the world. All around the world. Gold is not bad. Gold is not evil. Evil is evil. Okay? Evil is evil. And rich and wealth are 2 different things. Now, rich, money. Think about money. It's okay. You're not greedy. I know. So people who have issues receiving love also have issues with compensation as well. They have issues receiving a monetary value that's appropriate for their value. So if you, now I'm talking about rich, money, a monetary value. I'm asking you again, how much is rich to you? Put that in the comment section. Wealth is different than being rich. Okay? Wealth is different than being rich. Now, next. These 3 demons, how procrastination hurts empaths. They keep you with no action. Also, they keep you stuck in other people's energy. Okay? They make you, as an empath, connect to somebody and not understand that that negative demonic energy that you just received from this other person, because we're all dealing with demons, is not yours. You think it's yours. And this is how. This is how empaths get tricked so much. Okay, so venting. Venting is not gossip. If you vent to me, oh, Kyle, I'm so mad. I'm so, this is happening in my life. But what ends up happening is later down the line, I get mad for no reason. And I'm wondering, where the heck did this come from? Oh, I let you vent to me yesterday. That demon is now tormenting me. This is why venting is bad if you can't handle it. This is exactly why venting is bad if you cannot handle it. Why? Because venting is spiritual transfer. Venting is spiritual transfer. If you cannot, or if you don't know this person is strong enough to support the weight that you are holding right now, then don't give it to them. I know it hurts you, but why do you want to hurt them? What if they're dealing with depression? What if they just been hurt by their dad or mom? What if they just, are going back to things that like alcoholism or or pornography, but you want to vent to them because you had a bad day? What if they can't handle it? And if you know that they can't handle it, that's even worse. Yes, vent to God. Okay? Complaints go up, correction goes down. I always say that. Even in your relationships at home, if you are the man, the head of the house, complaints go up, not down. Whatever you complain to, you are also asking for correction. So if you, as a man, are complaining to your wife about something that she has no control over, you're basically giving her the power. And this is why, slowly but surely, your confidence in her eyes starts to erode. Okay? Starts to erode. This is almost certainly why parents don't complain in front of their kids, because they want to be portrayed as the strong heroes. Okay? Now, next. How procrastination hurts empaths. That was the last one. All right, here's why empath business owners struggle with more procrastination, or why empath business owners struggle more with procrastination. So, if you're an empath and also you own something, this section is for you. Okay? You feel responsible for everyone. Okay? Remember the fear of responsibility. Belphegor. Sloth. Okay? You feel responsible for everyone. Everyone. If you have a dentistry, a dentist office, the pharmacy, just think of the level of responsibility that is on your neck. And you know you can do it. You know you can do it. But man, my employees are looking at me. My clients are looking at me. My employees' families are inadvertently looking at me. It's just scary business. I'm not going to do it. The devil won today. Don't do it. Or don't let the devil win. Okay? Next is you delay decisions because you overthink how others will be affected. Same thing. Okay, same thing. Next is you absorb the stress and procrastination energy from your clients and employees. Something kind of not really spoken about. But empath business owners have a unique perspective because they're forced to serve people. They're forced to serve people. And serving people will make you great, right? The greatest among you will be a servant. That's what the Bible says. And they're forced to serve people, but when you come in contact with people as an empath, you take on their energy. You take on their energy. That's just it. Okay? That's just it. So I don't want you as business owners to fret here. You got this. Okay? You got this. And I will be right back. I need to go to the restroom. Please don't go anywhere. All right, guys. Oops, sorry. There we are. I am back. Okay, I am back. All right, next. The high cost. So we're still talking about business owners who are empaths. So the high cost of procrastination in business. Okay, missed opportunities. You delay action, you lose deals, clients, and money. I think that's pretty much straightforward. If you're in business, you already took the first step. Don't stop stepping. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be pretty. But if Apple, one of the, and Microsoft, and Dell, and like these mega companies, okay, these mega companies, if they can send out updates, remember, these updates mean that that they are not perfect. Okay? It means that they are not perfect, and they are way more successful than me, than you, combined 1,000 times. And that's fine. Okay? But missed opportunities. Next is poor hiring decisions. Your hesitation leads to keeping the wrong people around. So, you know you need quality people, not just bodies in seats. But to have quality people, you need to pay them accordingly. And you might think, if I pay them accordingly as a business owner, my profits are going to go down. That might be true. But this is leverage. Your employees are leverage. If you don't leverage them, why are they there? They're not your friends. They're your employees. You can be friendly. Please be friendly. Be polite. be all this stuff. But just know that it's hurting you. Okay? The final cost of procrastination for empath business owners is emotional burnout. You carry everyone's stress, not just your own. Not just your own. It's not just yours. And I'm going to teach you, or I'm going to tell you just in a moment how you can overcome this. Okay? Now, breaking free as a business owner, okay, you need to set clear boundaries. And this is in the physical world, okay? Empath business owners, or just purely empath, set boundaries. Your energy is your biggest asset. Protect it. So this is why I say anybody who I am coaching, right? I am coaching this young lady. She is in real estate. Okay, she has 4 properties underneath her. She just got 3 investors. She's up to $50,000 within the first 3 weeks of being coached by me. Okay, and this is great. She did not use her calendar. There was no boundaries. Anybody and everybody could get a hold of her, can use her. Hey, do you have 15 minutes right now? Just a real quick conversation. Stop that. You're ruining your productivity. Okay? If there's no boundaries, then nothing can grow. Period. Like, you need boundaries to grow. You need boundaries to be creative. Okay? Make decisions quickly. Okay? Breaking free as a business owner, as soon as you get a seed, deliberate for only 5 minutes. Okay? You only need deliberate for 5 minutes. Decide how to prioritize this. There are three ways you prioritize. 3 ways you prioritize. If it's critical, okay? If it's important, or if it's urgent. Okay? Critical, important, if it's urgent. Critical, does a car need oil? Yes, that's critical. It won't work without it. It won't work. Important, does a car need a windshield, like the glass in front of you when you're driving? No, it does not. Is it important? Yes, because you probably can only drive 10, 15 miles an hour. Okay? You can probably drive only like 10, 15 miles an hour without suffocating. Okay? It won't work well. It works, but it won't work well. And urgent, the windshield wiper fluid. You don't need windshield wiper fluid at all. You just don't. You don't. It's good to have. It even smells good when it's coming up, and your windshield wiper's doing that thing. It's good to have. That's urgent. So urgent, important, and critical. Anything that's critical deserves time today or tomorrow. Okay, anything that's critical, I hope you guys are writing this down. Anything that's critical deserves time today or tomorrow. Anything that's important deserves time after tomorrow. But it must be completed within 7 days. Okay? Important things need to be completed within 7 days. But don't start them tomorrow. Urgent, fit it in where you can. Just not today and not tomorrow. Leave today and tomorrow open for only critical things. That's how you set boundaries. Everybody in the comment section say boundaries, so you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, next. Okay, breaking free as a business owner, as an empath. The last one is act before you feel ready. Please, for the love of God. Please, for the love of God. You need to just act before you feel ready. Act before you feel ready. You're not gonna feel ready. You're not gonna feel ready. That's why you figure it out along the way. How many parents felt ready before you knew you were pregnant? Man or woman, okay? How many parents, with the show of hands in the comment section, felt ready to be a parent when you had no kids yet? Exactly. None. Not one. Not one. And guess what? You're doing it. Do you know how to parent? Of course you don't. Of course you don't. There's no, excuse me, that's a lie. There are plans now. People teach people how to be parents. So there are blueprints on how to be parents, but it's you weren't ready before you were a parent. Neither was I. Okay, but your business, you weren't ready. You're not ready to grow. You're not ready to expand. You're not ready to talk to potential investors. You're not ready to hire a business coach. You're not ready. Oh, like me. Sorry. So, lastly, the call to action. Okay, yes. I do sell things. I have offers. I have programs. I have ebooks. Okay. If you've been, and I have free stuff too. Don't worry. If you don't want this stuff, don't take it. For real, I don't need your money. If you don't want it, don't take it. Stay away. But if you are ready for the transformation, this stuff, I've looked at it from all different angles. I've tested it on people. I've tested it on myself. It works. It works. If you have been fighting procrastination, it's not just a bad habit. It's spiritual warfare. Belphegor, Astaroth, and Leviathan, those three demons, here to destroy your life by procrastination. Okay? That's why I wrote The War on Procrastination. It's an ebook. It's a step-by-step, it's a battle plan. And it's linked in the bio, and if you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description. All of everything that I say is in the description on YouTube. And it's in any of my bios, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. But if you are ready to break free from these demons, I've got you. I built the plan. It's $30. And if you don't want it, don't take it. Stay in the cycle of procrastination. Yeah, that's not my life. I don't want you to. But I also have free stuff too. So don't worry. Please. Now, next, for my empaths in business, if you have a business, if you are a leader, if you're an action taker, this is exactly why I designed the mini course on imagination. Okay, the mini course on imagination. It's called, what is it called? I think it's called Imagining Your, it's called Empaths Manifestation. There you go. If procrastination is keeping you stuck, it's not just about time management. Your imagination is being played with. Your imagination is being played with. These demons use your mind to get you to trigger your imagination so that you can work it against you. It's just it. Okay? Earlier in the live stream, I spoke about imagination. I'm not going to go too much deeper into that now. But your imagination is your key to break free. I promise you. Your imagination is the key to break free. If you think that you're not good enough, congratulations, your imagination is working against you. If you think that you're not strong enough, congratulations, your imagination's not working for you. It's working against you. If you think that you're not fast enough, congratulations, your imagination is working against you. If you think you're not ready enough, congratulations, your imagination is not working against you. How? And it's just because these demons just presented an image in your mind, you accepted it, you believed it, and right after that belief, it turned into reality. Now, that's all you can see. I'm not ready to start my business. I'm not ready to hire anybody. I'm not ready to be a parent. It's all in your imagination. I have the mini course for you. It's here. Okay? And I don't know who I really hope you're listening to this. This is not a joke. This is not a joke at all. If you feel like you're drowning in your emotions and you don't know how to separate your energy from others, this is for you. Check it out now. It's in the description. It's in the link in the bio. Now, signing off. Which of these fears have been holding you back? And I want you to put it in the comment section. Is it the fear of responsibility, the fear of failure, the fear of judgment? Put it now. The fear of responsibility, the fear of judgment, or the fear of failure? People said all three. Failure, fear failure. Okay, well, at least you know. Okay, at least you know. Well, now that you know, it's time to be brave. Fake being brave. I know you can do it. And for those who, it's judgment. For those who fear being judged, just know that judgment is happening whether you know or don't know. You're judging the air now. You're judging my beard. Is it clean? You're judging my hat. You're judging my voice. You're judging if I burnt the chicken. If you burnt the chicken, like judgment is happening. It's happening. But judgment becomes a curse once you start to communicate. When you communicate your judgment, this is called a curse. I don't like Kyle's beard. Why are you cursing me like that? Don't do that. Shh. Okay. And if it's the fear of responsibility, okay? If it's the fear of responsibility, okay? You just need to know that God has put so much trust in you to manage other spirits in life. That's why the demons are attacking you there first. Because they know that you are supposed to be managing other spirits. You're supposed to be out in the public. You're supposed to be with the homeless. You're supposed to be with the children, the disadvantaged, the alcoholics. You're supposed to be talking to people. You're supposed to have written a book, started that podcast. This is what you're supposed to do, and demons know it. This is why you fear responsibility. Now, if you are ready to break free, I have all of the things in the comment section, in the description. I have my ebooks. I have the procrastination checklist. That's free. That's in the checklist. Or that's in the description. That's also in the link in the bio. A procrastination checklist. So you can know, it gives you things to do when you know something new is being introduced to you. When something new is being introduced to you, it is now being, like somebody is asking you to consider prioritizing this. Hey, can we go to the store today? I'm asking you to prioritize going to the store today. Is it critical, important, or urgent? Okay, and yeah, it's important. So let's just do that later today. Okay? Not now. It's not critical. We'll live. All right? So I have everything ready for you. If you are ready, instead of just seeking self-pity, instead of letting these demons win, because they will continuously make you poor. They will continuously keep you alone. They will continuously trick you into thinking that you aren't supposed to be around people. I have the tools for you. But if you continue to complain, you don't have any excuse now. You've listened to this whole live stream. Now your wisdom is lower if you don't take action. You can't, business owners, you can't afford to let hesitation rob you of the opportunities. The longer you wait, the more time it takes. Start today. Obedience activates movement. Obedience activates movement. So your obedience, which God do you serve? Which God do you serve? Which God are you obeying? Obey. Obedience. Obedience activates movement. So when you obey, it's time to go. When your dad says, hey, get up out of bed, it's time for school. Oh, you get up. But movement creates momentum. And it's harder to stop things that have more momentum. When you have been not doing things for so long, you have more momentum of being stagnant. That's why it's so hard to start. So obedience creates or activates movement, and movement creates momentum. Stay focused, stay intentional, and break free from procrastination. That's it for that. Okay? I thank God for everybody. I'll take some questions now. Let me interact with you guys. What's happening here before I get up? I'm looking through the comment section. Okay, my ebook, the procrastination ebook, is called the War on Procrastination. The War on Procrastination. Okay, the War on Procrastination, and my core product is my other ebook called A Piece Called Love. And I know I spoke about a lot about spirit and spirituality at the beginning of this. I talk about that in the book. I talk about emotions in the book. And guess what? Emotions are not real. Oops. I think I just said a secret. Emotions are not real. Okay? I have a question. How do you deal with... What are you saying, dude? How do you deal with daydreaming? Okay. So, when you are meditating, you're centered, and you will float. Okay? Your mind will be no more. Meaning you will be subject to the spirit world. Meaning you don't have control. Daydreaming is not a thing when you're meditating. When you are in the thing called daydreaming, this is a good indication that you are in your meditative state. When you feel like you're like stuck, that's a good indication that you are in your meditative state. When you're centered, emotions are not tormenting you. When you are centered, you're not being influenced. You're just centered. This is when God talks to you. This is when God talks to you. Okay? All right, guys. Well, I would love to talk to you guys more one-on-one. Schedule your Zoom calls with me, please. Everything is linked. You can schedule your Zoom call. It's in my bio. It is in the description here on YouTube. But thank you guys so very much for being here. I love each and every one of you. It's time for you guys to start loving you. Get your copy of the ebook if you're ready to like get out of this funk and build God's kingdom and get back in purpose, on purpose. Get into the mini course. Okay, get into the mini course, the empath manifestation. Okay, that is, I give you some unique tools in there, but that you will have forever. All this stuff is transformational. It's transformational. All right. Well, I think that's it, guys. I'm about done. I love each and every one of you. If you didn't know, now you know.